Written by John Slade, illustrated by Philip Newsom, read by Camelia. Melvyn the Magician. Many, many years ago, before your mother's grandmother was born, a mysterious man appeared in the market square. It was a misty morning in the middle of March. A cart pulled by a magnificent black horse with a white mane stopped in the square. Right out of the cart jumped a tall man with a monkey on his shoulder and a cat at his feet. He had a monocle in his left eye and a big mustache that drooped past his mouth. He wore a long maroon robe decorated with moons and suns. I am Melvyn the Magician, the Magnificent Magician, he said in a booming voice that could be heard from one end of the market square to the other. Within a few minutes, there were many children gathered around this mysterious stranger. I am from the mystic mountains of Madoc, many miles from here. Tonight at midnight, I will perform marvelous magic in the middle of this market square. I will perform miraculous feats that you remember forever, he exclaimed. The magician returned to his cot. The next minute, the horse and the cart disappeared in a cloud of dust. Mark and his friend Mary had been listening to the magician's announcement. They were carrying mangoes and melons that they had bought in the market. Are you going to come back at midnight? Asked Mary. Of course, said Mark. It will be a show to remember. We can't miss it. It was 5 minutes before midnight. There were masses of children waiting in the square for Melvyn the Magician. As the village clock struck the first stroke of midnight, the magician's cart appeared in a cloud of dust. Melvyn jumped from the cart and put a big mat on the ground. He then unloaded a massive metal machine and then placed it on the mat. All the children looked on in silence. Mary and Mark had arrived early and were right in the front. I need a volunteer for my first magic act, boomed Melvyn. Mark was thinking, not me, for sure. No way, when some mysterious voice behind him gave him a big push. The next moment, he was standing right in front of the mighty Melvyn. Good, said Melvyn. Slip into my mystical machine and don't move a muscle. He pushed Mark into the machine and slammed the door. Inside the machine, Mark was very worried when he heard Melvyn say, I will now send this young man millions of miles to the planet Mars. He will stay there a few minutes, then I bring him back. Mark tried to open the door, but it was locked. The next moment, Melvin's monkey appeared behind Mark and put him through a secret door at the back of the machine. The monkey led Mark to the back of the magician's cot and covered him with a black cape. The monkey then sat on top of Mark so that he couldn't move. Mark then heard a huge explosion come from the machine. While the monkey had been leading Mark away, Melvyn was lighting a torch with a match. He touched the torch to the bottom of his machine. This was when the explosion occurred. All the children covered their ears and saw a fireball leave the top of the machine. It flew up into the moonlit sky and disappeared. "There he goes," shouted Melvyn on his way to Mark. When the smoke cleared, Melvyn opened the door of the machine to show the children that Mark was no longer there. It was then that Melvyn turned mean. His eyes were filled with madness. He said, "You must all give me some money before I will bring him back." Mark was very popular with the village children and also the leading scorer on the village soccer team. The children collected all their money in a leather bag and handed it to Melvyn. But the evil smile on Melvin's face quickly changed when Mark, wearing a black cloak, jumped down from the top of the machine into the crooked magician's head. The rest of the children helped tie up Melvyn and lift him into his cot. The monkey, who had a big bump on the top of his head, drove the cot out of the village as fast as he could, leaving Melvin's mystic machine in the middle of the market square. "How did you get back from Mars?" asked Mary. Mark winked and said, "My magic is more powerful than Melvin's." The end. Now you know what that magicians can't be truly magicians. The end.